Hey, it's been a while. So I left off my last video when that I was talking about I was gonna order something, and well, it came in, but it actually came in back in May. Officially, I picked it up May 16th, and I've had it almost, this whole time, so almost about 5-6 months. And I wanted to give my actually upload a real video with true how I feel about this car. I know that you probably seen it out there. It's not like super new, super rare. I've actually probably seen a few now in the last probably month or 2 months. Why the TrailHunter? Well, I've always wanted a 4Runner. Besides the Vet being my dream car, my other dream car has always been like a 4Runner. I just like the look. Trying to get into a little bit more hobbies, and it's always a little bit more family capable and doing a lot more things, right? So I went with the TrailHunter, just because I figured, for the cost that I'm adding to it, might as well get some of the stuff already done. Plus it's also the Everest color, and just the way it's specced out with the bronze. It just looks so good. But of course I did a couple of modifications. As you can see here, I'm going Dynamics right now for the lights, just because from what I've seen from Baja and everyone else, I like Dynamics so far for their, just the layout, how they are overall. So I have the Dynamic ditch lights, which right here, and then I got the Dynamics. So I forgot what they're called, but they're essentially I guess third brake light slash reverse light, and mainly it's actually because once I start towing a trailer, like when you back up, it actually lights up really well, better than the stock reverse lights. And I have a trailer in the back. It's actually going to help me out with lighting up the road for me. Also visibility, in case bad weather conditions, which I've driven this car in a few so far. Really foggy, really rainy. Actually, there was one spot on the road around my house that was actually pretty flooded a few months ago, and everyone was stopped. I was like, you know what? Let me send it, see how this does. It was fun. I just went right over, of course, through water everywhere, but I mean, 4Runner just took it like a champ. But let me give you this honest review. So as you can see, I have about 15,000 miles. I've had this for a few months, and it's awesome. Straight to the point, it's awesome. I use this as my kind of daily. So now that the weather is getting a little colder, temps are going down. Been driving a lot more than the Vet. Of course, the Vet is, bad weather, cold weather, don't really take it out. Just because, there's just a bunch of debris on the road because of the winds, rain, whatever. And then the coldness, yeah, it's not bad in the cold, but it's just, the 4Runner just does so much better. The tires warm up a little quicker. The Vet tires are not for that. But overall, in terms of driving it all the time, the miles per gallon, great, no issues there. I mean, okay, so remember, I'm coming from a Corvette, so my mileage on the Vet is maybe 14 to 18, around there. Here I'm averaging about 21 to 23. Most of the time I have it in normal mode. There's of course sport mode, eco mode, but most of the time it's just normal mode. Sport mode, I do that sometimes when I'm trying to get around, like I already know I'm gonna pass this car because he's going super slow. So put it in sport mode, go right around him. So I am part of the 4Runners group on Facebook. There's a few of them, but there's I think it's called 6th Gen 4Runners. It's a nationwide group. It's pretty big, but I've uploaded some of my installs that I've done. Didn't do much because of course there's not that many products online right now. So right now, other than the ditch lights and then the rear lights that I have from Dynamics, I have a dash cam installed. As you can see right here, dash cam. One is for the rear, so you got that main unit, and then technically if there's a smaller car, this will go in the back, but I have actually a third dash cam. So this is for the rear, plugs in straight into the outlet right there. Just turn it on from the switch. It's right next to the air compressor, see right there. And yep, that's it. And then in terms of accents, I added this American flag decal right here. Super easy install, perfect fit. It takes regular, which is awesome, because just so much better. Yeah, it's an awesome car. If you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll try to go in more in depth. I was gonna make more videos about the install of actually these things, but I have kind of a little bit of a step-by-step on the actual Facebook forums. But yeah, I mean, nothing was really complicated here. The wires used to connect to the USB right here, but I actually found the right jumper, the RJ45, and I found the pin out on the forum, so I was able to just wire it that way. I'm also going to use this time to talk about how the channel is going to go. So yes, I'm still going to do the Corvette videos. I'm actually taking it to the wrap shop again. I got something coming up, they're going to do a little bit of warranty work on some of the edges on stuff that started peeling, but not a big deal, super unnoticeable. I noticed it because I got it detailed, and they pointed it out that something's coming apart in one of the little corners. Not a problem. The shop, I send them pictures. They're going to the warranty, and yeah, they'll take care of it. But while it's there, I'm actually gonna get a quote for something a little different. I was waiting for the new colors of the Vet to be released for the 2026 year, and just so that if I were to wrap it a different color, I wasn't wrapping it to a color that was already stock on 2026. And after seeing some of the 2026 colors already in person, oh, mine's is gonna be different. I think I saw one car that has this color that I'm looking at, but it's in Vegas, so East Coast, West Coast, perfectly fine. So the way this channel is going to go too is I got into a little hobby a little bit more than I thought over this, I guess you could say, fall, winter. I got into fishing a lot more. So actually the trailer that I was mentioning earlier that I'm going to be pulling is actually from Fish Texas. If you're a fisherman or are into it, you'll know that those trailers are pretty damn good. I was fortunate enough to get in touch with somebody that gave me a good tip on a shop that was going to get him in time, because otherwise I would have had to wait till after spring of 2026. So this trailer I'm actually going to pick up end of November, maybe beginning of December. Should be ready by then. Custom made. It's for 2 kayaks, and it's going to be gray. I'll upload a picture here of kind of what they look like. But if you know what the Fish Texas T-Maxx is, then you know what trailer I'm talking about. Now to go with that trailer, while I've been fishing, mostly shoreline fishing and everything, at first I was just going to strump into the bass boat, like go bass boat and just get the bass boat. But after reading some forums, talking to some current bass boat owners, they're like, hey, you know what? Why don't you try kayaking first, kayak fishing, and see if you like that. And then from there, you kind of pre-plan ahead of the electronics you want to get on the kayak, so then you can transfer them to the boat and so on. So I'm actually going with the Bonafide XTR130. This is a perfect setup so that myself and my son, or whoever wants to go with me, we can go together, go fishing. It's big, and thus why I need the trailer. Because yes, you can carry it on the back of a truck, but I mean, the 4Runner, even with the seats down, the kayak itself is almost 14 feet long, or a little bit over 14 feet. So it's going to be hanging out. I'm going to have a hitch attachment, and with all the gear mounted, everything, it's just going to be too heavy to be picking up. Now, yes, I work out, but still, over time is going to be kind of annoying. And figure, the 4Runner has plenty of towing power, especially for a little kayak and a kayak trailer. So might as well do it the right way. So this channel is going to go into a little bit into that. So I'm going to make a video the day I pick up the kayak, and kind of my experience of how I, one, driving the 4Runner a little bit further than what I've driven it so far. I think the furthest I've taken it right now has been to New Jersey. Easy ride, nothing, the weather was fine, so I didn't go crazy. This drive is going to be a little further out. It's about I think a 12-hour drive to the shop to pick up the trailer. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna make a video on that, picking it up and mounting it, setting up the trailer mode on the 4Runner, adjusting the parameters to that trailer, and then I'm gonna focus a couple of the videos on the trailer review first, and then when I actually receive my kayak, because I'm not ordering the kayak until I get the trailer. And then I got to do a video on how I'm actually wiring up the kayak, because I'm planning on doing some electronics upgrades. Uh, you know, with my previous videos you've seen, I like to go a little crazy but neat on my upgrades. I'm already having like the schematics planned out, how I'm gonna route the cables, what kind of wiring. I've already started collecting some pieces, especially now that Black Friday sale's coming up. I've already started prepping some gear for that. So I also forgot to mention how great that snorkel sounds on this TrailHunter. Um, there's a lot of people online, and you get both sides, right? Like, and what I'm noticing is most of us car guys who, like loud cars, loud exhaust, all that, we love this TrailHunter, just the snorkel, how it sounds. Um, yeah, here's a sound clip. Some people call it annoying just because how it's always going off in just improper moments. But in my opinion, I like it. You can hear it more, of course, in sport mode just because the RPMs are a little higher. But yeah. So that's it. Just, follow, comment. If you have any questions specifically I can answer, either the car, the rig, the kayak itself, just let me know and we'll upload some more videos. Thanks.